I know absolutely zero code, but I built this in about 10 minutes using Cursor.ai. So this is the goals process that we use to help our clients grow in all different aspects of life, body, being, balance, and business. And it's become a full-blown web app. So normally we send people this PDF to fill in those different areas, which is kind of dry, it's kind of flat. And so I just dragged this PDF into Cursor and said, hey, can you turn this into a responsive web app? And it's made this. This is absolutely nuts. Like, to build this entirely from scratch would have taken weeks and thousands of development cost. So now coaches without any technical knowledge are going to be able to create their own custom client apps exactly down to their specifications. I've been using this over the last few weeks to create custom Alfred workflows and internal apps and API connections. So if I want to bulk download a bunch of transcripts from a video and turn that into a chatbot or whatever, it's just so easy now. It's kind of child's play compared to something that was way over my head. Like, I am way too dumb to learn to code properly. We've been able to use it for client payment processing and access management. And really, you're just limited by your imagination at this point. I can't communicate how disruptive this is going to be. Like, you would put in a verbal prompt and it creates the entire file structure and just generates a web app for you. This is probably going to be quite a short window because the amount of input from me as the human is so light touch at this point that even that could very easily be handled by an AI agent with a single prompt very soon. So what do we do with this? This video is not a tutorial. I am not the guy for that. There's loads of stuff on YouTube that you can search for, but probably if you want to get started playing around with this, have a look at Bolt, because it is just a single chat interface and it does it all in app, so you don't even need to download anything, and it's kind of more self-contained, but it handles simpler inputs to begin with. And then if you want to, you can download all the packages and put it into Cursor and play around with that. But there is a bigger issue here, because this is probably the end of software as a service companies as we know them. Suddenly, the ability to create software is no longer this massive skill gap that's going to require hundreds of thousands of pounds a year to hire a developer. You can just do it yourself with natural language. So that is massive. And that means that the trend overall is that it's shifting squarely onto you as a coach, as the person who's responsible for the client experience. This was always the case, that clients don't sign up with you for your app or for your tracking sheet. They sign up with you for you and your vibe and your client experience and how you connect with them as a person. But it's going to shift even more to that. So this means that doubling down on the client experience and the human connection is the thing that will give you an edge as an online coach and help you to become profitable long term. If you want to play around with this stuff, great. Like, I love tinkering with this as well, but recognize that we're just playing in the sandpit. And if you have less than 10 clients, getting an app is not going to solve anything. We speak to coaches constantly who are really excited about engaging an agency to build them a new app and a fancy website and all that stuff. And it's like, cool. How many clients do you have? 0. There's this idea that build it and they will come. And if the app is pretty enough and it's got enough protein pancake recipes baked into it and everything, that's going to mean that you'll become a millionaire as an online coach. That was never the case. But now it's even less of the case, because you no longer have any advantage in the market by having a fancy website or a fancy app. So you need to solve the immediate problem first, which is get some clients. And we do that by building a human connection with them. So let's solve that problem first. And the way that you do it is you create a mind reader offer, something which someone sees on an ad or on a post and they go, oh my God, you read my mind. That's exactly the problem that I'm facing. And then you present your solution to that. You take people through a 14-day automated sequence that handles all of their limiting beliefs and objections and builds up your credibility and your authority on autopilot, so that by the end of that, it's the obvious choice that they would sign up with you. That's the process that's allowed us to build and scale Propane, our fitness company, to 20 grand a month, 5,000 clients over the last decade, and help over 1,000 coaches to do the same thing and escape the whole sales call, cold DM, dancing on TikTok, hamster wheel. If you want to see the full guide on how to do that, click on this video. Or if you just want to book in a chat with myself or with Johnny, my business partner, to see how it can fit in with your business and we can go through a full demo, then click on the link below and we can book in a chat.